Yeah, rely on others. I find kids either love it or hate it. The revisit your summaries, that comes from the interleaving idea, from 12 rules from the brain. I don't know what happened to my copy, so I can't quote it. Obviously someone liked it more than I did. Well, no, I did like it though. And that's studying less, but at greater intervals before the exam, so that your brain is placed under strain. The idea being that your brain is more like a muscle and it responds to the strain. For instance, if you're trying to get faster over 100 meters, you're doing jumps, you're doing a variety of exercises, but when you place your muscles in your brain under that strain, then it strengthens the networks, just like it strengthens the fibers in your muscles too.
Yeah, one thing that I suggest, and it's hard to really get our younger learners to do this, but to have a sheet and that they write down 2 or 3 things from every lesson that they know are important, right? Because, each lesson's half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, depending on where you're at and what school you're at. But typically there's 2 or 3 things that the teacher really wants you to take from that. And if you do that, then you can quickly, review that a couple of nights a week. Right. And it's taking that path, like you were talking about. The best way to build a trail or a connection between 2 areas is by using it often, right? The first few times you walk through it, you can barely notice, but as you do it repeatedly, it gets more worn and you get that rep, right?
Yep.
So your brain knows where to look when it's trying to access that information. And reviewing it together. So, at the beginning, you're only going to have 3 or 4 things, but then you're going to be reviewing more and more information. So it'll take a little bit longer, but your brain's going to connect these things in the same area. So thinking about one of them is going to trigger a cascading waterfall to these other ones.
Spot on. What's that saying? They fire together?
Yes.
It's all about stronger links. And if you can add an emotion in there, make it creative and fun, then that's going to save you lots of time because it's going to be anchored in there.
Exactly. And then when you're reviewing in those last couple days or week before the test, it's already there pretty well, right? So it's not that same rush of trying to get all that information in.
And it's taking that leap of faith that you can recall it too.